Anachukua mwiko, anamwambia, what did we agree when we were leaving home? No crying. And when you cry, mommy will do what? Will beat you. So I'm going to beat you right now because you're crying.
Unajua zile kwangu mnaendanga mali unachuniwa huko na she's not moving. She's literally like this. Straight face. Try to flinch. Unatupua jicho kwa unalia nini? Unaenda amekuuliza. Unalia. Like how our childhood experiences influence how we parent, because we all know sometimes in these things it's copy and paste. Ama you learning and unlearning. Zingine you erasing, others you're picking up and taking them with you. And it's always a pleasure to have such amazing conversations with you lovely ladies.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
I'd like you to describe your childhood in one word and give us a childhood memory that has stuck with you.
For me, I would say, I actually thought about it and I was like, the only word is interesting. Let me say interesting. Yeah, that's the one word I think would describe my childhood. A memory. Is this based on a feeling I got or an experience that I enjoyed? Any?
Go wild.
Okay. So I remember going to school. It was a normal day. I woke up, went to school, and then halfway through maths, my teacher is like, Muthoni, get out. And I was so like, I didn't even do anything. And you know, I remember I was mischievous. So I'm like, I didn't even do anything. And he's just like, your aunt is waiting for you. I'm like, what? So I walk out and she's like, oh, we're going home. And I'm like, this is so weird, but let's go. So we go home and I get home. My mom has laid a new dress out for me, new shoes. And I'm like, okay.
What's happening?
So we get dressed. Kidogo kidogo, my friends are here and their parents. And I'm like, okay. Tunaingia kwa gari. They had rented out a car. And then we are on a drive. And then we go to some exotic, okay, we used to live in somewhere near the border towards Tanzania. So we went to Nahuko, some fancy restaurant, drinks, Then halfway through festivities, kulikuwa na keki. Then the children are told, ebu kimbieni muangalie, birthday ni ya nani. So I remember being like, So everyone went and came back, and then now I'm the one dragging my feet, and I'm like, wait, it's my birthday.
Oh, you didn't even know it was your birthday.
That I remember that memory because I was like, wait, what? I didn't even.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like your parents.
That
They
was fun.
took you out of school. Those are my
so-
goals.
oh
Those are
my
my goals.
God.
I
as a
always
parent.
keep thinking, wait, they actually let me get dressed and go to school while this was clearly planned out. Like, it
Oh,
was,
that's so
I mean,
interesting. Yeah.
And so even your friends also skipped school as well.
yeah, but we were in different schools though. Yeah, those are my like home friends. You know, the friends who
Family
are
friends.
watoto wa mabeshte wa mama yenu. Yeah, so we're going to different schools.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
not school friends.
So, one word to explain my childhood. I would say tough.
Okay.
Had a very tough childhood. Yeah, story for another day.
Okay.
But a memory, and it's not just a one-day thing. It happened for a period of time. When I was young, I think I touched this on the other episode that we did, that my parents separated when I was very young. And so we went to live with my shosho. So I was a very brilliant girl. I was smart. So I'm in class 5. So some couple from a private school in our shags decided to take me and educate me through their private school. So before, they wanted me to go and live with them, but it was like a distance from where my shosho was living and where they were living. So my shosho made an agreement with them. Nikae na yeye kwanza for a whole year, then nikienda class 7 ndio nitaenda kuishi na wao. So all of class 6 kuna mahali lazima nipelekwe ndio nichukuliwe na school bus. Ndio tuende. Nika distance, kuna mlima nini sinaja tu vibe ya shags. So I remember kulikuwanga na those rainy seasons. My shosho was very proud of me. She took very good care of us. Because now limepelekwa kwa a private school, she wanted me to look the part.
Aww.
So I remember it would rain in them. Tulikuwa tunaamka asubuhi tunapata maybe usiku kulinyesha. And she wouldn't imagine me going to school with muddy shoes. Do you know what my shoes used to do? She would put hot water in a kakibuyu and pack a towel, mafuta Vaseline, and my shoes. And she would carry me.
Oh my God.
She would carry me.
That is so sweet.
I know.
She would carry me. Tunaenda mpaka huko.
Guy.
Ama kama tunatembea distance fulani, si nimepata matope nini, tunafika. Zile siku zenye hajanibeba, tunafika kwa hiyo stage, we would leave home early.
Yeah.
Tunafika, ananikalisha kwa kakibanda fulani, there used to be a kakibanda hapo kwa hiyo stage. Ananipanguza miguu, ananipaka Vaseline, ananivalisha viatu. School bus ikikuja kunichukua. Excuse me. Hata msaizi sema nimetoka please kuna matope. Oh my God, I love you Shosho so much. That is one memory.
That is so beautiful.
That is one memory that has stuck with me all these years.
Oh.
Wow.
Hey.
Imagine baby girl treatment.
Bless her.
With her old age, she would carry me.
They just rewarded that. It used to
know?
exist. What? That is so wow.
Oh.
Shows are the
I
best.
know, they're the best.
Yeah.
Wow. How would I describe my childhood? Confusing to some extent.
Do tell.
Confusing because I remember my childhood being like, sometimes things look so nice and good and fun. Then some other point, it's like, okay, what exactly is going on? Like, because there were some issues at home, parents and nini. So you're just there, you're confused. And you know how kids, when parents are going through things, you're the one who's blaming yourself. So that was a bit, but it happened. That was like a short period of time. Like, of course, there were really good times, but when things shifted, they shifted. You know, and that really changed things and of course now as we go on with the conversation, we're going to see how that affected and that has affected so many things that I do to date. But to some extent, ilikuwa confusing. Although before that, I feel like life was a bliss. Before the part where it's like, what exactly is going on between you guys? It was a bliss. Like, things were good. As much as it's not like we had all the money in the world, but life was comfortable. Going to a good school was also really bright. Unajua chopi, maisha tu iko tu sawa. You're having favors in school, favors where. So church was like, things were good until they weren't. But yeah, so it was confusing. Like, kulikuwa na very good times, and then now kulikuwa na such a big shift. So it's like, okay, what's going on here? A childhood memory. I'm really struggling to pick one that stuck with you. Okay, I've been trying to think about this one. I think one, so my dad used to work place enye they are manufacturing vehicles. Magari nini. And so some of these vehicles walikuwa na tengeneza, he'd take them out for test drives. So, of course, taking them out for test drives, we are the beneficiaries.
Yeah.
And so, we used to go to Shago a lot of times. Like, so, kawikenda kona kagari kakupeleka test drive, we are going to Shago.
Sounds
And
like
it's this
fun.
land, you know the Land Rovers za kitambo, those ones. So
Ooh,
those were like, yes, those
hey,
ones. So they were like,
not
it was-
saloon car.
It's the Land Rover, so they were like, I'm telling you, there was a time my life was really blissful. So, that we used to look forward to those weekends. And so, we used to now take my cousins, tumejazwa kwa gari. Of course, no watu mko boot. Wazazi wako huko mbele, nyinyi mko boot, we're going to Shags.
Mkijibamba.
So this usually happened Friday evenings because I know tuko nafika jioni. So that, you know, we maximize the weekend because they were also in ministry. So I think walikuwa nataka to make sure Sunday wako home. Ama tuko natoka kati tumeenda. I can't remember what used to happen on Sundays. I just know we used to have fun. So now, we've gone to Shags. And then now, you know, ushago venye njia zinakuanga, especially now kwetu ni kwa majani chai. So njia ni miteremko hivi, you know.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So, no, the entrance to my Guka's place kulikuanga na ni kama kibanda. Aki, when some of these people actually remember this wakisikia, then I'm describing them wrongly, munisamehe. So kulikuwa na lika kibanda there. And now some people used to steal. You know, watu wanaendanga ushagwa na ibiananga kwa mashamba. So some young men kulikuwanga na wenye ni wezi. At the time we didn't know ni wezi. So see a Land Rover, of course ukiona you think police car. You know, especially in Ushago, like, hey, in get your police. And it used to have like funny number plates, not the Kenyan number plate. Because Sibado agenda off the market to be sold and everything. So now we get there at night. You have a car that looks like a police car. These people are stealing from other people's shambas. So sit to drive, you're like, hey, tumefika tukako kamteremko. The farmers were like, hey, tumefika mnaanza kwa mshana. You guys were here. So you just get into that junction up kanjia tuka kuingia hivi ndo sasa tuende into Guka's compound. You see people running, wametupa cabbage kwa barabara, they are running. That's when you start hearing now your parents say like, hey, anyways, you are mashamba nini, the state people. Now we get now to now the house nini. So see what tunapenda the story, right? It's happy to see you guys mko wengi, lots of noise. It was just such, everyone is just happy. So now you start understanding the story. Now you understand the ways. You know what we were really happy about?
Wow, that's
you know, like that was the joy.
Joys.
And that was not the only time we scared. So that was one. At night tumeshtua wezi. The following day we go to visit a family friend. Noko tu Ushago now, but ni a close friend to my parents. The dad is not there. So tumepata the mom and the kids. So the dad ameambiwa like, hey, so and so's wako huku wana. Actually, I don't even think kulikuwa na simu. So ni venye mnaambiwa ako njiani, he's actually coming back, ameenda shughuli 1, 2, 3. Do you know he came, sees this Land Rover kwa parking. He does not come in.
Why? Alikuonyesha ni police.
Police wamekuja familia yangu.
Oi, badala kujaingia angalia what's happening.
That's what he was being told. So ninge ujue what exactly was going on.
The man of the house.
He was just like, hey, let me wait. Mkisha wabeba, I will follow you to
Wow.
So when we were leaving, ndo anaonekana hapo. Joke like, mbona tumekungoja, nini, time has gone. It was so funny. Like, I used to really love it when I used to have those cars. That was hilarious.
Nice.
Yeah, but little joys as a child. So now we're talking about how, of course, now the things you used to see your parents do or say, they really shaped us as individuals and now as moms, you know. So I don't know whether there are some things you saw in your parents before doing or saying that you find yourself doing or saying today. Is there anything that you feel like you catch yourself doing or saying and you're like, inajua mali imetoka? The glances for me.
I think one of the things that my mom used to do, my mom used to, kulikuwa na a certain look my mom would give you.
Say that.
Yani, unajua, especially kama kuna wageni, ama kuna, and that was, I was very young. Remember, before they separated, this we are talking about when I was like 8 years and kwenda chini.
Yeah.
Sawa. Sio ndio age yenye mnadiscipliniwa like
a proper
one. So my mom used to have a certain look. You look unajua tu ini ya vita. Hii hata hakuna kunegotiate. Watu wakienda ile vitu utatandikwa my friend. And my mom used to beat the hell out of me by the way. I used to ati niende shule alafu nimekuwa na indiscipline issue. Niulize who do you want us to call? I'd say my dad, because if my mom came to school
same your dad
ndachapiwa hapo hata yani hata hakuna kungoja kufika home.
Guy,
my mom used to beat the hell out of me. So that is one of the things.
Watu wakithreataniwa na vitu zingine wanathreataniwa
na mama hapo
same. Let me tell you,
sisi kama mamangu ajue nilifanya hivi.
My mom ashaini chapa isili Garissa. Kule unaona Garissa? Mbele ya watu. And then watu soldiers unachekia soldiers wa hizo mastalls wanakuja kumwambia mama utaumiza mtoto utachapa. Ananiuliza mimi ni nani? Mimi ni mama yako. Nitakuchapa vile nataka. And she goes on to beat me in broad daylight. It's not even in broad daylight. So my mom,
that was savage.
Right now you can't. Right now you can't do that in broad daylight. What?
So now sometimes my daughter will do something and I'll be like nitajipata tu nimemwangalia tupajicho. And then she'll just get she'll just get timid and give me that kalokia, mom ni saa pole nini. And then my husband will tell me relax, enter rest. And then later itakuwa like, oh my god, I just did what my mom used to
You
do.
just became my mom.
Yes,
Yeah.
I just did what my mom used to do. So that's one of the things.
Yeah. Oh yeah, African moms walikuwa tuonyesha dust.
I mean,
Nishaichapwa heading to closing day. This is another memory. You know, this photo album. Situwanga na photo album. So I had one iko na picha zangu mingi. So singine nilikuwa naita my album. So tunafunga shule. Sijui siku tunabanga vitu kwenda kuringiana toys, sijui nini. Mimi nikabeba nini photo album. I think I was just sentimental from kitambo. I don't know what my mom wanted in my backpack. Tutu bags dogo tu monkey. Sijui alikuwa atafuta nini kwa bag yangu. Na mimi nimebeba. Suddenly tuko tu hapo kwa pathway tunafika shule. I don't know what. Hii ni nilichapwa. Nilichunwa
juu ya album.
Na mimi nashangaa hata
na nikaambiwa
nione tuende nayo home.
Aliacha kwa bag yangu akaniambia let me not even see you remove. Tumekaa hivi students tuko hii side, wazazi wako pale. Tunaona tu jicho ninatupiwa pale. Hiyo bag hata kutoa snacks nilikuwa natoa na uoga zile za. Anaweza dhani natoa album. Hata kama nilipewa award rest dhani nilienjoy because now I'm just scared. I don't even know what I'm going to do next. Hata couldn't call my mom in school. Nichapo mbele ya watu. I wouldn't.
Cool memory. Funny enough. You know, I had thought about like, is there anything that stands out that like parents used to do that? Hata mimi ilikuwa the look. Hata mimi ile look ya we
nisikupata.
Wacha tu aende. Ama wageni wapatiwe food and then you're looking there longingly at that cabaret.
Ama unameza mate.
Natuma the ananipatia ile look ya
chakula ya mgeni unamezea mate.
Ni chakula ya mgeni ni kama unakaanga huku njaa.
Kile chakula iko kwenyu.
Basi hiyo ni kama unakaanga njaa.
Ni kama unakaanga njaa. And now I do that too.
Oh, yeah.
I give my daughter that look. Like she's midway doing something. Kwanza kasa we are just playing with water.
Yeah.
Nakanga tu nasikianga mama akisema ota, anaitanga ota, ota. So I give her. She will go look for something to play with.
Yeah.
Inaekwa ikimu. And then at first I'm usually like,
it's okay.
and then the messier it gets, because first it's getting in the cup or in the other dish just fine, and then a few seconds later it's pouring all over. Sijui amefikiria kunywa amejimwagilia. Sijui she's seen the plant, she's like, and I just give her that look of, and she even stops mid-track like it's like a deer caught in headlights. Like, and she's just like, she'll just put it down and be like Mommy sifanyi kitu, like I'm sorry, and I'm like, yani she gives me that look of, and I'm like, oh my god. I just became my mom.
You just catch yourself in your tracks as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. And sasa hiyo ingine ni kunyamaza. Like my mom used to get mad and just keep quiet. So at the beginning of my parenting journey, kuna time tu mtoto ange, you know, I don't know. Unajua ile like you're trying to deal with your baby, analia, you try. Me just na si ile ya kuna ile kukeep quiet ya makasiriko. That one. And then I was like, oh my god. Like I could just feel it in my bones. Oh my god, this is so my mom.
Yeah.
They used to be like, hi. Yeah. That's not nice.
It's usually just there.
That's not nice.
And then you notice it when you're doing it.
Yeah, when you're in the middle of it.
Yes.
For me, the urge to overdress. Kuna kabaridi. Kitu kabaridi hivi. It's cold. Mtoto kona sweater. I catch myself doing that a lot. And I have overdressed her so many times. As much as we're talking layers, then sometimes I just find myself nimemvalisha too much. I'm like, hey, you're too hot. Acha tupunguze.
Yeah.
Ama naona maybe amevalishwa venye amekuwa dress na the dad ama the nanny. I realize, they're not even overthinking this, and the baby is okay. There's a day I got really late and the dad is the one who bathed her and put her to bed. I can't come and valisha light. And the baby was warm. And she was fine. And I was like, wow.
You're the one who's just overthinking things.
I have become my mom. And another thing is food. How the foods I eat, ama foods zenye ninaona I am really heading to, like broccolis, fruit puddings and such like things. I'm like, this is my mother. This is just my mother. I want chia seeds and things to drink. Yeah, I am just my mother. But in terms of disciplining, I think I decided to be intentional, not to be shouting. Because nimeshautiwa. Na hiyo kuchunwa, kutupotwa tujicho nini. Mi sitaki mtoto wangu agrow na hiyo uoga. Like I really yearn to have that relationship with her where she can come to me for anything and she won't be scared if she has messed up to come to mommy. So I am trying and I really pray to not be the one who's shouting at her na nini. Hiyo hata tutapigana na nani nikipata unashotia mtoto hiyo like no. We can talk, nimwambie vizuri atasikia. And saizi at kwa ile stage hata hiyo no utishindu kimba no atarudia ni. Tasema no. Won't even do what you're saying no to. So I think that's what I'd say on my part.
That's interesting. I think but there's also a difference of I know this is what I want for my child, and then this is what you're doing. And you're like they're not right, because I also had that actually literally like that, like you want your child to mostly, you know, when they're like teenagers, you want them to be like, oh my God, I messed up. I want to call mom to help me figure this out. I know she'll be mad, but first thing is she'll show up and she'll be ready to help me and sort me out. At me, I've always felt like I want that for my daughter. Hey. But then najipata sometimes you may yell. Like, who is this mother? Who am I trying to be right now? Is this the mother? Is this the mother I want my daughter to have? Like, no. Need to take a chill pill.
I think your part ya kushout sijajipata nikishout as much.
That's good.
Now me I think no, it's the keeping quiet. When she's actually throwing her tantrums, sometimes mwangalia tu. Ama solution inakuwa breastfeeding.
Breastfeeding.
The weapon formed against us.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, no, I cannot handle this. This time, I think I'm scared of handling tantrums. Like, unajua niko ile, I see her throwing a tantrum because I'm like, oh my God, I hope you're not shouting and screaming because I'm not looking forward to having those tantrums in public. And they'll come. They will come.
There's that one.
Hey, tuko kwa supermarket there. My friend was telling me,
it's usually terrifying.
She's also looking for the mama. Copy mommy. Hata mimi natafuta mama yako because I cannot be your mama.
I cannot deal with it. I don't know how to deal with it.
Because I feel like at a throw tantrum in public, tumangalia tu tukae tu chini basi kwa sababu umalize basi tuende nyumbani because
I think my reflex is nitakuchuna, keep quiet, we'll solve this later. And now I have to stop myself. I have to stop myself from being that. I just want to be like,
but you know, disciplining small kids is really tricky because now sometimes I even like tell her chapa. Now she'll repeat it. She's the one who's doing it to her. She's like, I'm like, that is not the message I don't want you to start doing it. She's like, no, how are you even supposed to discipline these children right now?
And you know it's like, it's being selfish when you say you'd want to atutamchuna unamwambia nitakuchuna, we'll deal with this later. Someone told us when you're doing that, especially in public, you're not doing it to teach that child. Most of the times you're doing it because you don't want to be ashamed. You don't you don't want your child's behavior to embarrass you in front of other people.
Absolutely.
Yes. So she told us when her children were hiyo age ya kuambiwa na wanasikia, she would tell them, especially like sasa wanataka kwenda super and the child insists on going, naambia so we agree now, tukifika supermarket hatununui tam hatununui toys. Are we together? Ukilia mami anafanya nini? Atanichapa. Are we in agreement? Yes. They leave. Of course the child will forget. Now akifika super
immediately they get to the
toys and they if the child threw a tantrum in the supermarket wherever they were going, kama ni super alikuwa anaenda kwa aisle ya utensils na mtoto anachukua mwiko. Anachukua mwiko, anamwambia what did we agree when we were leaving home? No crying. And when you cry, mommy will do what? Will beat you. So I'm going to beat you right now because you are crying. Anamchapa na hiyo mwiko anairudisha, wanatoka wanaenda.
I like that.
Wanatoka wanaenda. Na huyo mtoi hata niko zanajua this was an agreement that we made. There was no crying, hakuna kubaiwa toys, hakuna kufanya nini. Na inaishia hapo. So sometimes alikuwa anatuambia we should be very careful when we are trying to discipline our children. We first let them know what they will do or what they are doing is wrong. And as a consequence of what you were doing, utachapwa. Yeah, so that you're not doing it out of frustration or kuharakisha hiyo story iishe haraka ndio watu wasianze kusema mtoto wako analia
ama watu
anasumbua.
kuangalia kwanza it's the looks. Oh, you have to make your face with the people looking at you.
Yes.
Like it's like put your child in control. You can't handle your baby.
And then moms ndo wanapanga zile za
I don't think it's even handle, it's control. It's never handle, it's control.
And I used to be those moms, like before I got my children, I used to be that person. Mtoto nikiwa na mama kuna mtoto na analia anasumbua, in my head I'd be like, mtoto mdogo hivi unashindwa kumwona.
Exactly, that was the question. Anakukalia.
Kwa nini wacha mtoto akose hivi? Now with my children,
we did not know what we were doing.
Hata siongeangi na kwanga tu, let's just leave this place, twende huko ukapige makilele huko nje.
And now I ni resonate with another mom who is going through something. Like you see a mom with a chaotic baby in the supermarket, you're like, my heart goes out to you.
I just thank God it's not me for now. I just thank God it's not mine.
The other day we were somewhere and this mama first mtoto wake anang'ang'ana anataka kuingia kwa maji. I was there a few minutes ago. We were crying. Aya, sisi tukaingia kwa maji. So hiyo tamaa ikaisha. A few minutes later anapita behind us, literally kwa maua, kwa flower beds. Guess what they're doing? Baby is chasing a cat. I'm like, mine is asleep. We would have been together chasing that. So she's giving me a look, and I'm like,
I understand.
I'm sorry, but
it's that look of understanding of, I get you, mama. You do you. You do what you gotta do.
That's interesting.
And I don't know whether even as you're going on with this conversation, of course there's one person you see like, hey, me, I'm becoming more like mom. Mommy, I'm becoming more like dad. Who is it for you?
Unfortunately, it's my mom.
Unfortunately.
That came out wrong. Apologies. That came out wrong. It's let me put that in context. My dad is very calm. My dad is very calm. He's very grounded. He's more like my husband. Like my husband totally. When they say girls marry their fathers, because my mom is more explosive, and I feel like I'm more like my mom. Hence the unfortunate. My mom is a wonderful woman.
I get it.
Just to so becoming more like my mom, but I would love to be more
like calm and your dad is the parent you'd want to be like.
Yes, my dad is the parent I would like to be. Very chill, taking things pole. In like, so long as you're not blowing the world up, you're gonna sort it out. Me, I'm more of, oh my God, what did you do?
That's nice.
I'd say when my first year of motherhood, I was like my mom. I was very quick to anger. I was very quick to bash and to just kukasirika tu hata vitu haziko, you know, like unaongea vibaya, unafanya when you're being helped ni kama utaki help lakini unateta juu hiyo help.
Usaidiwi.
But as I progress and as I learn to become a better mom, and of course when we are talking about now learning on asking God for help, I feel like now I am leaning more towards how my dad in those few years that we stayed with him, how he parented us. So yes, but I really aim to be like my shosho. Yes. I aim to be like my shosho. My shosho was my shosho is my role model. Yes, she's my role model. So I'm really trying to get to.
Because then you're dying unconditional love. Will not forget that.
That one. And even just how she would just talk to us and explaining things of life to us. So I really hope to be like her.
Grannies are the gifts that keeps on giving.
Absolutely.
Yes.
For me, it's the same thing now. I am more like my mom, but my dad is the parent I aim to be. I would love to be. The parent in my head is my dad.
Absolutely.
Because my dad is the kind who will not chapa you or anything. Me, I think kwa all our siblings, me too, nimechapa, of course, middle child, black sheep, you know. Anyway, But he's the kind who will sit you down, you have a conversation, you talk about things, you understand. Umekosea hapa, these are the consequences. He'll sit you down and have a conversation about money, about ABCD, about God, about to date. Like he's one person who can really sit and talk.
Yeah.
No shouting. My mom on the other hand. Volume ni huko. Utakuwa umechuna. Just little kwa mnananga mali unachuniwa huko na she's not moving. She's literally like this. Straight face. Try to engage. Unatupua jicho kwa unalia nini? Unaenda mkuguza. Unalia. Like, so it's like, I don't want that military kind of parenting.
Yeah.
It helps us eventually, but I think right now we kind of know better. Like, kuna ile to instill fear.
And we
But
want
here,
to do better.
Yes, and we're not saying these things that because we don't appreciate our parents. We do.
Yeah.
We really
Absolutely.
do. Tumetoka mbali. And even as now, yeah, I think as you're saying, we're also learning to lean on God.
Yeah.
So that He can also just refine us into the parent He also desires for us to be for these children that are also His.
And I feel like the more awareness helps you recalibrate.
For sure.
Because now it's that moment after you realize what you're doing, who you're embodying, and you choose to do differently and to do better, that makes us the better mom. Yeah. That moment of, it's not who I want to be. I realize I'm doing this because this comes from, but I want to be this.
More like
so
this,
next time, because I have those moments of like, oh, yeah, this is not who I wanted. Next time I'm gonna
Do better.
So next time before I jump, I'm like, oh, yeah, I'd agreed with myself. I'm gonna take a bit. Yeah.
Awareness is very important. What are the most defining parts of your childhood? Now, here we are thinking family culture, discipline. I'm sure we've mentioned some on discipline, languages, environment. I'll add church. Kama it had any defining impact. What were the most defining parts of your childhood? Like, what were those things that you know? If you think about your childhood, these are the things that zilikuwa pillars or something. Yeah.
I'd say church, because my shosho is a born-again Christian. And when we went to live with her, like it was, like she made sure that we knew that foundation inatoka kwa Mungu. So nikajoiningi kwaya watoto wadogo. Yeah, like she made sure that tuko involved na vitu za church. And even herself, in just how we lived in the house. Kuomba, mkisema kitu, anasema unafaa kuomba Mungu ataprovide, Mungu atatupea, Mungu atafanya. So I think mimi faith was my defining pillar in my childhood, because that is where I could see the difference between how I lived with my parents and how I lived with Shosho. Like, kulikuwa na a very big difference. Of course, when I was with my parents, we'd go to church, but I don't remember, maybe it's because I was very young, but I don't remember conversations around God. With my parents, I don't remember those conversations. But with Shosho, there'd be those conversations of Mungu ndo ametupea, Mungu ndo amefanya tufike hapa, Mungu ndio atatupatia, Mungu ndio atatufikisha, all those things. So yes, I'd say church really played a role in my childhood. Yes.
I think for me as well, it's also church. Like it's, because even most of the memories, it's like tukua toka church tunaenda somewhere else. You know those two outings, ilikuwa ni church, then now you do something else in the afternoon. It's church. Even the heart is from churches. Like the good and the bad, church. Yeah, that's sorry for the day. But yeah, because I remember like, hey, Sundays, like, you know, the first time I intentionally missed service was in campus. Like, because every Sunday, you know, me, I remember even telling you in the other episode, like I came to realize way later in life, other people don't even go to church. Like, familia mnaamka Sunday, even today, how do you just wake up and not go to church? It just feels even weird. Like, so church was like a really, really huge pillar for me as well. And I also add friendships, because I also saw our parents have like these groups of friends who used to come to visit. We are going to visit them. So kulikuwa na so and so wapi, you know, even family, like, you know, there are certain cousins you guys spend a lot of time together. You go to their homes, they come to ours. So it's that, like, just like a community. I think that's why I'm even drawn to having such people as well in our lives. today, even as we parent. Yeah.
Amazing. Then all our homes were quite similar because
I'm sure.
church too.
Yeah.
Church too. I also came to miss church in campus. And I would see like there are times then my husband would be like, I don't feel like going to, and I would be like, what? Like, is that an option? Like, it's like clockwork. Go to hata whether you're sick or not, you go to church. And then you deal with whatever is, hata Mungu ndio anaponya. So,
let's go
church
to church
first. So, church and friendships. Those two family gatherings. Oh, Nani's having a let's go have fun. That was amazing.
That was a fun
And I remember spending a lot of time in the kitchen watching my mom cook. That's something I remember. I still think it contributes to me enjoying cooking. I used to watch my mom a lot. She would let me mix some things. So yeah, there was that too.
That's interesting. Funny enough, I was never interested in the kitchen.
Sina maoni.
That's a good one.
Sina maoni.
So even as we're reflecting back on, our childhood, there's those things that you decide, I will take with me.
Yeah.
This one, I am leaving. I know we've tackled a bit of that. I don't know how different this could be on or off the episode. How different does this question sound? What habits or patterns did you intentionally decide to break when raising your kids? We have answers for that? Okay, too. Let's do that. Okay. So even as we are reflecting on our childhoods and picking some of the things that we've learned, I'd like us to just talk about like what are some of the habits or patterns that you intentionally try or are intentionally trying to break as a cycle as you're parenting.
I remember there's one time my mom used to yell my name a lot. So at some point I used to feel like, what's the point of kushinda nikiitika na shinda aki? And then she said to me, and it's Kikuyu. She's like, Muthoni, one day utapata mtoto na hatakuwa na kuitika. And I swear to God, I've never forgotten. Like, it was one of those, I think, like throwaway statements, like a casual statement. And I swear I have never forgotten it. I was like, maybe 6.
Oh, wow.
Either between 6 and 8. I had not gotten to 10 yet. And I still remember that statement. And I remember feeling like, I wouldn't want to say things to my child that, you never know the thing that sticks.
Yes.
So you best be careful what you say.
Yeah.
So I was like, I would really not want to throw statements that make my child feel some type of way. Because I used to think later on, I'm like, is that a curse? Like, it sounds like what a thing to say to your child. Like, what a thing to say to your child. Yeah. So that was one of them.
Yeah.
2 is that silent treatment. Like, my mom would not tell you what you had done wrong. She would just shut down and get really mad at you. And it was not the best thing. And I remember we hashed it out when I was a grown up. When I was in campus, I was like, listen, you're grown up, you're grown, I'm grown. If you're mad at me, tell me. Muthoni, you did da-da-da-da-da. It made me mad. I don't like you doing this. And when you do something, I'll come tell you. And then we live together. Like, see to bebane na makasiriko. So that's something I would like to carry on in with the relationship with my children. Like, let's talk it out. Rather than mtu kubeba makasiriko, silent treatment, it really isn't the best. Yeah, it breaks down a child. You almost feel like mzazi wako hakupendi. Like, children interpret things in a very unexpected manner. You never know what it intimates to them, even if it's all about you. Even if you're just so mad and you're like, Mama, I am mad. Give me a few minutes. I go to the bedroom and like, then I come. Then I come. And I come and we talk about it. But right now I need like a minute. Because, you want your child to be aware. So that was Sikuongope. So that was something else. And the yelling, I don't want to yell at my child. I don't want to yell at my child. Oh yeah, and I want them to feel comfortable enough to tell me something. Because I remember in campus, when you grow up in a small town, I mean outside Nairobi kind of people. When you come to Nairobi, you're facing so much.
Yes.
I think it would have been nice to be able to talk to my mom openly about something without feeling like she might judge me or go call mommy, you know, like being all up in your, what are you doing? It just like someone to just listen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd really like to have that for my child. To know that we can be friends. I think it's building of a friendship. Because it's only your friends you can do that with. You don't want advice, you just want to talk to them about something that happened and just want them to listen. Not tell you what to do, not tell you how to handle it, to just listen. Yeah, I'd like to cultivate that. Yeah, I think that's it for me.
Wow, that's very healing. It's like, okay, therapy session. All right.
That's beautiful. I think for me, it's just one thing that I experienced in my period of unstable childhood, moving from one home to another. There's some period of time I stayed with some of my relatives, and there'd be a lot of name calling. Ukikosea unasikia na Kikuyu, unasikia tu mtu anakuambia nakayuka ng'ombe, like yeah, so oh my God, it would really get to me because I'd be like, how can you tell a child that you call them umedemean huyo mtoto to an animal? And I think that is one of the things I really, really prayed that I never do. I want to be speaking life to my children. I want my child to feel like I'm the number. To feel like I want to be the first cheerleader of my child. If they make a mistake, I'm not the first person to rebuke and tell them, kwani unakaanga aje? Kwani huwezi fikiria? You see? Kwani akili yako inakaaje? Kwani unaenda shule kufanya nini? You see those kinds of things. So that is one of the things that I really prayed God to break. That I'd be speaking life to my children. I want them to know that I believe in them, in just even in the midst of their mistakes, in the midst of their flaws, and know that my mom will never put me down. Yeah, I think that was just one of the things that
Very true.
The name calling. I don't know why people do that to kids. It's usually so like hurtful. Like, come on, no, don't do that.
And they're a child.
Yeah, like, you know, kids, just like you said, kids interpret things very differently. Very, very different. Already, you're the one blaming yourself for your parents' separation. Because kids, when their parents are fighting, okay, in my experience, it was like, I knew it was my fault. I knew I was the one who caused these things that are happening at home. So I'm like, and you know, by the time you come, already there's no environment, for my case, to have a conversation with his parents. How do you even start? Unaanza kutuongelesha kama nani, you know. And me, I was the child who wanted to ask questions, so some of these questions are just been shut down, just be like, sasa wewe, like, hakuna kitu unajua kama mtoto, you know. So that's actually one of the things, like, allowing them to be curious. With the questions. I see myself doing that even. I know some things I'm like, I just let her do some things. Akinifuata kwa bathroom, I just let her touch the tap, check like water there, like just get curious, because that's how you even just build your mind, develop your mind. That's how you just get to learn the world anyway.
And it's a natural instinct in children.
Exactly. These things are new to them, so you just find the excitement. You just find what, like, this has so much excitement. To you, it's something normal, but for them, it's something new. So. So one thing I really also want, I'm also trying and praying to intentionally break as a parent, is you're just giving them an opportunity to express themselves, like being a creative child and one who wanted to just write my feelings in poetry and funny notes and everything. I want to embrace whatever will come, like however different they'll be, because the children have different personalities. So that's where it's coming from. Because I was one who felt like I was not understood
or heard
in my uniqueness. Like, because I feel like I was so different from my elder sister. So it was like, probably it caught them by surprise. I feel like sometimes they didn't know what to do with my questions. My dad really tried to answer some, but I feel like sometimes walikuwa nashinda na what do you even do with this. Some poems I wrote, what I found them in dustbins. That was the worst, and that makes me know I'll be the kind of parent, hata nichore nini, I'm putting it on the fridge. I'm keeping it. It's gonna be, it's keepsake. I'm gonna frame it if I have to. I don't care what you draw. If you draw me as sticks, I'm gonna keep that. And I want to be there in their achievements. You know, there's a sports day na nini. Mimi, I just pray God. I am gonna be as flexible as possible. I want to be present in those moments. And also the yelling. I don't want to shout. I don't want to be shouted at. I don't want to shout at them. I want them to.
You don't want to be shouted at.
It's not like, you say no, it comes from that. Like, just sasa mimi sikuwa napenda kushautiwa, hata mimi sitaki kuwashautia. And I just trying to be their friend as well, because hata me I struggled with that in campus. No, me I wasn't coming to Nairobi. I went out of Nairobi, so I went to a completely new town, new space. But then it's like, okay, some moments I just needed to be able to talk to, especially my mom. But there was no space for that, because now how do you even start certain conversations? You know, of course now things like at boys dreaming. How do you even start such conversations with who? But then I had friends even that were like my age, whose moms were open to such conversations. Like they find it strange. Like, how? What do you even mean? So I just want to also like just cultivate that kind of relationship. Is there anything else? I feel like I don't want to break. Making them feel like they're wasting my time. I don't know how to put this. Like, wenda tu nifanye sawa. Mami nene sawa. Like, I don't want to
brush them off.
Brush them off. That's the word. Like, I want to, even sometimes when I catch myself maybe on my phone or something, I usually feel so guilty. I'm like, okay, you can just stay away. No, tell me. We keep repeating the same song over and over. Let's do it. Like, I really want them to feel like, yeah, you have my attention.
Like you matter enough.
Exactly.
For
You
me
know,
to
because
give you my time.
sometimes I actually realize if she's doing something and realize I'm not seeing, onanga yenyewe kameka disappointed. Okay, here I am. I'm tired. I'm exhausted, but okay, let's do it. I'm here. Yeah, that's actually very key for me.
Kids are very wanapenda hiyo attention. You see my young son, nikimshika, of course he wants me to hold him, but I realized anatakanga nimshike na like to maintain eye contact. Like anifanye tu vitu tu. So nikimshika and then nimemshika na mkono and then niko kwa simu ama niko kwa TV na of course haongei but ako like that like gibberish whatever they say. If I don't maintain eye contact naanzanga kusikia nimeletwa hivi. Ananiletanga hivi ama anakuja mbele yangu hivi
on your face.
So me at first I don't realize niko huku nashangaa nafanya niko like Malaka kaa vizuri utaanguka like because anajileta mbele before ni realize mtoto wako hivi
anataka umwangalie.
So
all the attention.
Yes,
that's so
imagine
cute.
I also noticed that about my daughter. Like kuna time I'm just doing something and she literally hold my face and like turn me and I'm like
yes.
Oh,
I feel like I was
that
that kind of a child.
Like eye contact. Na nikimake eye contact, she'll look at me and then she'll let me do what I'm doing. I'm like, guy, all she wanted is just niwangalie.
Yeah, just give me just a few minutes. Kids are cute. But then they communicate a lot as well, even in those two small areas. Yeah. So even as we are concluding, now we're just like at the tail end of the episode. I know we've talked about a lot of things, but do you, so as we're speaking about like these experiences and everything, what are some of the things that moms and dads can do to heal their childhood wounds so they don't pass them on to their children? And even as we're answering that, we can also think of now something you're grateful for to your parents, something they did. Yeah. So first we did see what it is we can do so that we don't pass on these childhood wounds, and then now we'll just give a short meaning of how we are grateful to our parents.
Sorry, repeat that question.
What can moms and dads do to heal their childhood wounds? You know, so that we don't pass them on. Yeah. So yeah, this is what we're intentional. We want to break this cycle, but what can we do so that we don't pass them on?
Yeah. I think I would say acknowledging the child in you that was hurt by whatever it was that was hurt. Because sometimes I feel like we overlook things. Yet, like for me, like that random thing my mom said, I still hold on to it as older as I am. And it seems something small. But until you acknowledge that thing, like speak to it, like acknowledge this thing did make me feel bad. This thing is influencing me a certain way. Because I realize for children, it's always the feeling that they get. That's the thing you remember. How you felt when your mom talked to you, when they said something. It's never the event, it's the feeling you get. So once you acknowledge the feeling, then you identify what it was. Then now allowing yourself to like, it's okay for me to have felt bad about that thing. Like I was a child, it's okay for me to have thrown a tantrum. It was okay, allowing that child of yours. It's like breathing life and allowing them to see. It's like allowing yourself to be that child that you are, who never received what you got, and acknowledging the hurt that you went through, then allows you to heal and to, in extent, forgive. You forgive, you let them go. Because, I don't know, just the way right now, unaweza fanya kitu for your child and it wasn't perhaps intentional, it was circumstance, it's the same thing that happened with our parents. Maybe they were going through something, maybe, I don't know. So forgiving them even right now, even allows you to want to cultivate a better relationship with them. And that heals the inner child within. So I think that would be it. Acknowledge that child, acknowledge the moments that they felt hurt, the traumas, the hurts, no matter how small, no matter how big. Acknowledge and honor them. Then that will allow you to heal. I think that's important.
I agree.
That's beautiful. I think if I'd use my personal experience, there was a lot of neglect. For me, I felt like so many things I would have wanted, I didn't get. Emotional presence, even to gifts, small things. And I feel like what I should be doing so that I can heal that wound is to remember, like, okay, so nilitaka sana kubai yangu watu vitu, ka dress. Nilikuwa naona tu dress mahali nikisema nibaiwe maybe akona pesa ama nini. If I'm in a position to do that now, I can pour that into myself and like, okay, if I get myself a dress, I'll feel really, really nice. I get myself a dress. So I'm constantly reminding myself that this was something that I needed. And because I'm in a position to do it, I can do it. So that even when my child says, Mommy, I want a dress, like itakuwa instant, like, this is something that you also wanted when you were a child. So you don't want to do the same to your child. So if I'm in a position to do it, I do it for her as well. I think that is one of the things that I think would work for me. Kama nilikuwa nataka some time to go and watch nini, nikipata ka 1000 nenda nakaa chini kwa movies na watch. Natoka hapo nikifeel vizuri. So if my child needs my presence to go and watch sijui nini in a show mahali, it will be very easy for me to take them, because it's something that I keep doing to myself, even for myself, you see. And then, of course, we are always directing our parenting to God. The same thing, acknowledging, telling God, hey, Mimi, hii area inani mess as a parent. I'm really struggling to be there for my child because I don't know how to. You see, it's something that you never got. So you can't give what you don't know. So God, please show me. And how will God show you? Just spending time in His Word, because upon your answers ziko. So you just acknowledge that Mimi sijui how to speak life to my child. How does that work? You go to what the Bible says about speaking life. You learn about it. Learn about the truth of what God says, and you do the same to your child. So always, I'm always trying to direct my parenting to how God wants me to parent these children. Because like we said, we are stewards, and you can't do things out of your own strength and wisdom. Hatuwezi, hatujui, utafika mahali utashindwa. So those struggles, those wounds, lay them before God, akuonyeshe how to heal them so that you don't translate them to your child.
Wow.
Yeah.
Deep, yeah?
Deep.
Beautiful. Doesn't feel fair to add anything to that.
Come
It's
on.
very
It's
true.
really, really true. Like that's
That's
good.
beautiful.
Yeah, and actually totally lean on the one for spoiling yourself in those
Oh yeah,
areas.
me too. I'm still
Yes.
Because
stuck on
mimi,
that one.
I actually realized I do that. Before I knew that's why I'm doing certain things,
Oh,
I was already
like
blaming myself.
subconsciously.
Yeah, it's actually subconscious. For me, actually, it wasn't like an intention. But I realized some things I buy myself, I do. Something as simple as getting different shower gels. That excites me for some reason. Peanut butter. Mimi peanut butter ilikuwa luxury, my friend. Alafu ilikuwa inakaa ni kama it's one of those things that are for the rich. Actually, that's another thing I want to break.
Yes.
Making it, of course, people are not the same, and of course, like we're in totally different levels in, as far as wealth and you know, economically, we are talking about like. But I don't want to make it obvious. I don't want to make my kids feel like these ones are better than you, because
for
those people
you.
are the ones who even end up taking advantage of these kids, like
Yeah.
in terms of like kuwadharau to,
Yes.
for lack of a better word. I don't want them to feel like when you go to certain people's homes, we need to behave in a certain way because Con is different. I don't want that. I don't want them to feel that. I want them to know that as much as our lives look different, you're still okay.
Yes.
You're comfortable.
Yes.
Yeah, and you haven't lacked anything.
Yes.
We are not driving a certain car, like so and such. Like never, we're not living in a certain place. That's one thing I don't want to do to my kids. But yeah, hata mimi nimejipata doing things just to heal that inner child, like in terms of, hey, you're asking for things, because of that asking for things, and then I'm hakuna pesa.
Hakuna
I
pesa.
don't like
Hey.
it. That one was painful. But I feel like maybe if I'm not able to, there are better ways of explaining to a
Expressing
child,
it,
expressing it, not like, hey, hakuna pesa. You know, it never used to come kindly. It was like, unasumbua, hakuna pesa. That's
How
it.
dare
End of
you
conversation, you know.
ask just for things.
But I also don't blame them, because of course there was that pressure even on them,
Yeah.
just to, you know, even being parents, you also just understand there was a lot of pressure, and they were making do with very little as well. So yeah, hata wao pia walikuwa nalia economy ilikuwa mbaya.
What?
Interesting, but yeah.
You know,
Probably.
Yeah. And actually, even as we are having this and just reflecting on childhood, like I think I've also just found myself thanking them as well, just being grateful, because they also really tried.
They
With
did.
everything that with
did.
what they had, the much they had, and because even managing even to take us to school and even especially taking us to church, I think that is one thing I'm really grateful, because it's the gift you can give your children and no one will ever take it away from them. You know, once they've been introduced to God and they get to even learn to seek God for themselves and even build a relationship with Him, that is the best gift my parents will ever give to me. So that is one thing I am super grateful, to them for, as we wrap it up. Now this is a cue for you guys to just say something you're grateful about.
Grateful.
Yeah.
What am I grateful for? I'm grateful for the moments we celebrated. We celebrated a lot. And that's something to give a child. Reasons to celebrate.
Yeah.
Like for us, birthdays, I don't know why I didn't say this in traditions. I feel like there's a question we did that covered this. But birthdays for us, up to date, is a big deal. And I love that. That's something I'm grateful we do.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful that my parents taught me the importance of family. Yeah, like for us, family means everything.
Yeah.
Like, you know, people grow and evolve, and I believe the parents I had when I was growing up are not the parents I have right now. They have grown also, they've changed, and right now I can talk to them about a lot.
Yeah.
So that essence of family, of oneness, of depending and relying on one another is really something that I am grateful to have learned.
Yeah.
Yeah, and introducing me to God. Yeah, that's amazing, because there are times where no one can help you and you need God, and if your parents didn't introduce you to God, then who do you rely on?
Lost.
So yeah, I'm really grateful that they taught me about God by going to church, praying, All those, yeah.
Oh, nice. I'm gonna thank a few people. The period that we stayed with our parents.
Yeah.
I'm grateful because we were in a season of abundance before things shifted.
Yeah.
And they really tried their best to give us a good life. I remember we would wear machi clothes with my brother. Yeah, tungeendanga Uhuru Park, tunabaiwa hizo times, sodas, nini. Those were good times. And I'm grateful they gave us that. Even my I think mimi siku celebrate birthday sana, but we enjoyed my brother's birthdays for the 4-5 years.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful for that. And I'm also grateful to my shosho because she cheered me on. She cheered us on. And she was there, like speaking life to us and just showing us that it's possible to overcome some things that life threw. So that really kept us going. And I'm also grateful to my other shosho. Tunamwitanga shosho Manyanga. Very, She and Guka took me through high school. And that really shows how they believed in me and my capabilities of just being at my best and ensuring that even though my parents were not able to take me through school, they knew like there was something in me that hawangeacha iende hivyo. So that's something that I'm also grateful for. They took me through school. They ensured that I finished. It took me to the best, you see, and I really don't take that for granted. Because sometimes people take children, no, feel like I took to some basic school just for the sake. But they took me to the best. So that's something that I'm also grateful for. Yeah. And my aunties here, wenye nilikaa na wao, walinichunga sana together with my brother. They gave us the life that our parents were not able to give us. Just being under a roof with a family, it's something that sisi hatukuzoea. So I'm really grateful for them for taking us in that amount of time that we spent together. Yes, God bless.
Oh, that's
Amazing.
Well, we've come to the end of this heavy conversation.
It was heavy.
Yeah, it was. You know, reflecting on childhood is not, it's something. Even nasianga hata kwa therapy wanaanzianga huko.
Oh yeah.
Kwa your childhood. Yeah. And if we bought a therapist here hata sijui tungemaliza tissues.
Hey, namasa. Digging
But I
deep.
think this is a conversation even a therapist can help unpack, even in a different setting. And who knows, maybe we could do that. But all in all, this has been an amazing conversation, as always. We love when you engage with us, when you are here and staying till the end. We just want to say thank you. Thank you for those who've joined us lately, the new subscribers. You know, I see you. Asanteni sana, those who are engaging with us in the socials. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining this community, and we hope to see you on the next one. Bye.
Ciao. You know now that tumeongea hiyo story, I realized there are so many